ticket.
No, but honestly, if 10 prospective brides were walking in, how many do you think would have their fiancé with them?
On
Out of
average,
10.
I would say maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
It's
All right,
actually
so we're going to agree on
it's
this
more,
point then.
yes.
Yeah.
More men do come. I'm surprised. I mean, my fiance, now husband, did not come with me to the bridal shows, and that was fine. It was, these are crowded events, but I think it's a really nice experience for women, like you said, mothers and
Yes.
their best friends, to bond and get excited over lots of these things. The interesting thing for those grooms that are on the fence about coming or not coming is all of the wonderful tastings that we have there. We have so many caterers and cake companies, restaurants, reception venues that are showcasing their menus, and they're bringing samples in, and they're delicious, absolutely delicious. Last year we had champagne bars and cocktail bars. And we'll have the same this year. Plus, I think there are at least 3 cake vendors. We have a gelato vendor, a cookie vendor, and a ton of other confections. So there's a lot to eat and drink and sample. There are lots of great giveaways and lots of other fun things for them. And at the very least, they can always take a break and go into Ocean Cliff Safari Room. The bar is open. and say, "I'll meet you there, honey."
Well, interestingly enough, I think this is actually a wonderful thing for girlfriend getaways, because
Absolutely.
girlfriend getaways is such a popular trend in travel today, which is a group of women traveling together for some express purpose, just the way for many years guys went on golf trips or guys went on fishing trips or this type of thing. Today, all levels of women, executive women, newly married women. I'm not saying girlfriends as in teenage girlfriends. I'm saying girlfriend getaways is very popular today for spa retreats, for culinary tours, that kind of thing. Shopping.
You know what I do in November.
But this is a great opportunity not only for the bride, who historically oftentimes is with her mom, but also to come with 2 or 3, 4 girlfriends who may have already been married and are going to be dazzled by. This is in many ways kind of like the greatest show on earth, because this bridal show, everything sparkles. Everybody, all the exhibitors are all setting up booths. And that's another thing about weddings, is that most people don't realize how many allied vendors it takes to pull off a wedding. Because you think, well, the dress, okay, right, the dress, okay, the cake, yep, the cake.
It's true.
But what about the florist? What about the photographer? What about the limo? The checklist is enormous, right?
It is,
and so there's all these allied vendors that you have to have.
Well, the vendors, what I found through my own personal experience that I didn't know before when I was an engaged bride or a prospective engaged bride, to some of you out there, I won't say who you are. But no.
Oh, they don't know they're getting engaged yet, huh?
I think one of them does.
Okay.
But anyways, one of the unique things that I found is that when you're working with a team of wedding professionals, they want to know who else is on that team. They contact them in advance. They want to all be part of the same game plan. And I found that I would say probably 75% of my vendors wanted to know who else was being involved. And my florist, for instance, he said, "Let me see the dress so I know that I'm on track with what I want to do." And it really made the entire experience really seamless. And when you go to the Newport Bridal Show, you'll find that a lot of these vendors, they know each other. They work with each other professionally. They know their style and what their needs are. And a bride should feel really capable putting her plans in their hands. And another note about the girlfriend getaways, one thing that we've done this year is secured travel specials with some of our local hotel partners, and for some as low as $99 a night, not all, but the Hotel Viking and the Hyatt and the Chandler and Castle Hill would love for our brides to be their guests during bridal show weekend. And it's a nice touch. You can get to sample the accommodations for your guest room blocks or your bachelorette party and your bridal showers. It's a really nice touch. Even for these brides that may not be getting married in Newport, but they're coming to the Newport Bridal Show, they should plan additional activities here in our city by the sea, because we really can accommodate absolutely everything.
That's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up. my mind digresses to, I'll have to talk to radio station management to see if anybody's ever proposed on WADK before.
Oh.
And, you see all these popular things where people ask to get married on, like, the Today Show and all this kind of stuff. But I'm thinking, I might auction off Brian here, young Brian, because he's a 26-year-old eligible bachelor, right? So this could be a first, Brian. We could make some money on the station, auction you off, right, buddy? He's speechless. I think we better go to a commercial break. The WADK time right now is 1:30. We're going to be back with more of our discussion about Valentine's Day and the Newport Bridal Show right after this message.